This is Darren with Cinema at Home, Electronic Lifestyle Design, and I'm going to take a moment and we're going to call this Tech Talk because I'm going to talk about some techie stuff that's going to blow your mind. No, I'm not. But I am going to talk about some stuff that you're probably interested in, okay? Let's talk about like smart home and smart home technology and some of the stuff that we're being bombarded with all the time. You know, Comcast Xfinity has an advertisement on television where you can go and open up a mobile device and go to their application and watch TV from that device, or you can interact with that DVR, making sure you've got Walking Dead set to record Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So when you get home from the football game, it's recorded because you're not home there to do it. There's a security system out there where you can, you know, with an application, turn your security system on and off. And that's where technology's going, with all these devices that we can interact with now using applications or apps that we're pretty much all familiar with. If you've got a mobile device, iPad, Galaxy tablet, whatever, smartphone, you probably have some applications. You probably got Facebook. You probably got Candy Crush. But applications, again, are cool, right? But imagine sitting on the couch, just Facebooking your fingers off, and you want to adjust the thermostat because you live in a smart home. And you bought the latest learning thermostat, let's say the Nest, okay? And you want to adjust the thermostat. So you got to pause what you're doing on Facebook, open up that application, and adjust the thermostat. And you've been Facebooking so long, now it's dark. Okay, and you want to adjust the lights, but you live in a smart home, so you bought a system where you've got an application where you can adjust the lights. So now you open up another application and adjust the lighting, okay? And the doorbell rings, but you live in a smart home, and you've got surveillance cameras out there that you can see who's at the door. So you open up a third application to see the camera, to see, is it worth me opening up another application to pause my TV and stop Facebooking to jump up to answer the door? Is that an electronic lifestyle? That's electronics. Kind of electronic nightmare. That's a bunch of applications running on your mobile device that appear to make things simpler, and they do, okay? But it's not effective. Let's put it that way. What Cinema at Home does is create synergy between all these devices you can buy, because there's so many out there. You can buy them on Amazon, you can go to Best Buy, you can buy them through us, whatever. There's all kinds of devices out there that are intended to save you money or make it easy for you to operate. Lighting, you know, control systems, security systems, surveillance systems, thermostats, all that stuff. What we do is we take that and we create a main system to operate all those other systems, okay? So for instance, this is just one that we provide, which is Elan G, and it's an IP-based control system that doesn't get much easier than this. You don't even have to read. All you can do, as long as you can identify icons, you see a light bulb, it probably pertains to lighting, a swimming pool probably has something to do with a pool, a camera probably has something to do with your surveillance cameras, and, you know, you push these devices or the icons, and you're taken to, like, I pushed the camera, now I'm on my surveillance camera, so I can see who's in my driveway, and I can adjust the camera angles just by pushing the screen. And if I'm done with that, and I want to listen to some, you know, music, I open up another, icon that takes me to, you know, where in the house do I want to listen to music at. And the idea is to take all those application devices and put it in one control system. And that's all part of being a smart home. And another part of this, having a smart home is energy and conserving energy. And that's where we go into the next level of smart home or home control, which is home awareness. Home awareness are homes that are designed to be aware of you and the family living in the home and what's going on in and around the home. And that home is aware, and without you even really knowing it, because it becomes one with you, really. I don't want to get all zen, but the home learns your behaviors, because we're all creatures of habit. I'm not saying we do the exact same thing every day and every time, but generally we come and go to work at same times on the average, and, you know, adjust thermostats when it's hot and cold. You know, that's normal behaviors. A home that's aware learns those behaviors automatically. A home with a smart learning thermostat learns your behaviors. You don't have to program a remote. Did you know that 44 million homes in the United States have a smart thermostat? You know what blows your mind? Blows my mind. That only 1% of those 44 million smart thermostats are even set to conserve energy. Why? Because they are a pain in the butt. If you're one of those 44 million that have a smart thermostat, odds are that you've got one that you've never even set, or maybe you tried. But you got to flip that thing open, look at the LCD screen, push all these buttons. So I got to set a schedule manually for Monday through Friday, and then, my God, the weekend's here, so now I got to set an entirely different schedule for the weekend. And what if I go on vacation? I got to spend a month just planning that all out. A learning thermostat does it for you because it's aware of you. It knows for the first month you have it in the home. Your habits of turning the thermostat up and down, turning the AC on, turning the AC off, turning the heater on. It knows because it's got an atomic clock. It knows the seasons. It knows the temperature outside. It knows if you're in the house. It knows if you're out of the house. It knows if you've got a light on, if you've got a light off. It knows if the sun is shining on it and creating an incorrect heat number. It knows that. That is part of a really smart home, and a home that's aware. And yeah, I'm not going to kid you, these can get expensive, but they do pay for themselves over time. A $300 learning thermostat will pay for itself easily the first year, maybe even the first couple, 2 or 3 months, depending on how large your home is and how wasteful you are. Are you the guy that has a thermostat set at one level pretty much all the time, and maybe he turns it down before he walks out the door to go to work? Yeah, there's some type A personalities that do that, but generally people just leave the thermostat where it's at. Or maybe they have a basic schedule set, you know. They figured out how to do Monday through Friday, left the weekends and vacation off, but it doesn't matter because they're home sick or whatever. Their schedule's deviated, so now they got to go in there and adjust it anyhow. A learning thermostat don't have to do that. It does it automatically for you, okay? So it saves you money. Lighting control. Just adjusting your lighting by 10% saves you a lot of money. I'm not going to throw some numbers out there saying a truck full of money, millions of dollars. It saves you money. Just by 10%. If I went to a room with a dimmer all the way up and had you close your eyes for 3 seconds and I adjusted lights down 10%, open your eyes, you wouldn't tell. But you know what? The electric meter out there spinning around knows the difference. And that comes to you at the end of the month on that utility cost. Light bulbs blowing up. You ever turn on a light switch? Bam! Blows up. That's because you're going from a cold light bulb, throwing electricity at it, and it blows up because that filament becomes weak over a period of time. Ramping your lights, which is what an aware home, smart home does, eliminates that shock to the bulb, thus increasing the life of your lamps, your bulbs, 7 to 10 times fold. You know, that's incredible savings. So home awareness, very cool, right? Cinnamon Home, the electronic lifestyle design of Kansas City, is all about that, making your home easy to operate, easy to interact with, to the point where it's automatic and there's less thinking and work you have to do because it's already doing it for you. Don't be the guy that's got 4, 5, 6 remotes, one for the TV, one for the DVR, one for the VCR. Well, he's super cool because he's got a remote to turn his lights up and down, and he's got another remote to turn the ceiling fan on, and then he's shaking the remote because the batteries are dead. That's an electronic nightmare. The electronic lifestyle is living with electronics and devices that save you money, that are super simple to operate, and, yeah, are super cool. What are your thoughts? Do you guys have home automation? Do you have smart thermostats? How many of you guys with thermostats have them set? You know, How many of you guys are type A and have every adjustment made on that thermostat so it saves you money? I'd like to hear from you guys. So let me know. Darren with Send It Home Electronic Lifestyle Design. We'll see you guys soon.